Welcome to Diana's Diary Room, the non-fancy edition. It's a game. Sometimes your favorite wins and sometimes they lose. And tonight Janelle lost. Now Janelle has been a favorite of mine for years and a lot of people like her. Now why was her game not the same this year? Well, there's a couple of things that I think contributed to. Some people have said she just didn't have the spark she's had in previous years. Well, in previous years she competed. She played in HOH and POV, and she was in the game doing stuff. This year, they said, oh, she played a game of floating. Well, when you have a team of idiots like Will, Ashley, and, well, Joe, even though Joe was very loyal to her, and I mean in the sense that they couldn't win anything for their lives. So as their coach, she did the only thing she had power to do, go upstairs and suck up to people in order to keep her people safe. For which fact, she got slammed by her own team. The fact that she won the competitions she could play in to keep them safe didn't quite matter to them. They didn't like that she sucked up to people to keep them safe. Well, here's a novel idea that I came up with. How about you win a freaking competition so that your coach doesn't have to go and do all the work for you? There's something you might want to think about. Okay, so Janelle game was different because she was pinned down into a place where she couldn't really do what she's good at, winning comps and making moves in the game. She was relegated to making deals with other teams because her team couldn't win anything. Then there's the whole Brittany effect. Brittany started bashing Janelle before Janelle's team left Willie and Brittany in the dust. It is Brittany's bashing of Janelle that sent Willie over the edge. I've said this over and over again. I hope somebody is listening. But the nonstop Brittany bashing, Brittany went to Janelle's own team, Ashley and Will, and repeatedly bashed Janelle and told them that they were looking bad because of her. And she turned Janelle's own team against her. She turned Danielle against her. She turned everybody basically in the house against Janelle. So I'm not saying Janelle is an innocent person. Janelle has had, she's used to alliances, first of all. And in your alliance, you can say what you dislike about other people, and it won't go all over the freaking house. Well, not in this house. This house, there's not a loyal person there. You can't say anything to anybody without it getting telephoned all over the place. Janelle doesn't play the game that way. She picks an alliance. She sticks with the alliance, and the alliance, you can say whatever you need to say, vent whatever, and it stays there. Well, that didn't happen this year. So during one of her strategy meetings with her team, she says that Jen is a piece of furniture. Nobody's going to go after her, so why should you? Leave her alone. She's not saying anything that isn't true. Heck, all of us have called Jen wallpaper until recently because she's just not there. So stating an obvious fact sooner or later got turned around on her, and Will told Jen how evil Janelle was for saying these things, and Jen jumped on the catty bandwagon and is now bashing Janelle liberally all over the place. Jen has never witnessed, not one time, Janelle doing something bad to someone else. All of her information comes from other people saying Janelle said this, Janelle said that, and she is now liberally saying that Janelle was a bad person to Danielle, to anybody who will listen. In fact, Jen went to Danielle last night and told Danielle that Janelle said that Danielle had chunky legs. Now, we all know this story and how it went down. One night, Boogie, Frank, and Janelle were bored. It was after Willie left. They wanted more drama. Boogie and Frank said, yeah, you should do this. And Janelle, big mistake, decided to tell Danielle what JoJo had said about her, hoping to stir up more drama and get JoJo in trouble in the house. It was a colossal mistake because Boogie and Frank used that against her. Everybody in the house used it against her at some point. But fast forward to the night before Janelle gets evicted, and Jen goes up and tells Danielle that Janelle is the one that said it. She's never heard Janelle say it. She was not there. She does not know. But she says it to Danielle, and that's okay for some reason. For some reason, Jen repeating third-hand information that is incorrect is okay, but Janelle repeating true information is not okay. Janelle should have never done what she did. It was a big mistake. Make no mistake about that. But the hypocrisy in this house just kills me after a while. Okay, let's fast forward to when Janelle leaves, and I find this so hysterically funny. Janelle leaves, the crowd roars, and paranoia sets in the house amongst the little rats that run around in this place because, A, Danielle did not get her HOH interview, and she and Brittany go back into the room after Ashley announces to the entire house that she heard the crowd react disappointingly when she voted out Janelle. Now they're worried that Janelle got a better edit than them. Not true. And that she must be getting an unfairly kind edit and therefore making them all look bad. At one point, Danny and Brittany go back into the have-not room. Brittany is crying because she knows that, she just screwed over a fan favorite. And Danny says, "Do you think America hates me?" Brittany says, "Well, Janelle is a favorite." Now they're worrying about should they feel guilty for what they did. You should feel guilty for what you did only for this fact. You lied and lied and lied and lied and lied and lied and lied, and every excuse you made to get rid of Janelle was a lie. Now, if you were getting rid of Janelle for good gameplay, that'd be one thing. But you made up lie after lie after lie, and then got rid of someone who wasn't coming after you. Brilliant. Brilliant strategy you got going there. So then, Will and Ashley are saying that Janelle made them look evil. I guess Janelle twisted their arms and told them to bash her 24/7 and then lie to her face about voting for her and then voting her out. That is Janelle's fault too, people. Are you kidding me? So Will's sitting at the table pondering why Janelle got such an ovation, why people like her, and he says, "Well, it's whatever. I'm not going to talk badly about her anymore." Too late, buddy. Too late. No, see, it's not the edit. It's the fans who watch the feeds and see your ungrateful snottiness 24/7. So, it's now fun to sit there and watch these five. And I wasn't going to include Jen in this, but her activities in the last 2 days, I don't know, she came out of nowhere. She went from being wallpaper to right on the bandwagon, bashing Janelle and making up lies about Janelle and spreading lies about Janelle and taking quite a bit of joy in leaving nasty messages. So we got Brittany, who's lied 24/7. We got Will, who's lied 24/7. We got Danny, who's lied 24/7, and Ashley. To me, this game would be so much better without those four in it because they are the ones that have festered everything. And it's not just against Janelle. It's against a lot of things. Joe doesn't stand a chance in this game because of them. And they take no responsibility for anything they do. And I can't wait to see, once Joe's gone, who are they going to pick on next? Will it be Ian? Hope not. I don't think so. But who will be next? Will it be Will? Will Will suddenly? Somebody's got to be next because this is the only way these people can work. Danielle, America does not hate you because you sent Janelle out. America can't stand you, or at least feed watchers who really know what's going on in the show because you can't trust the CBS edit for anything. Feed watchers don't like Danielle for multiple reasons. How about the fact that she's so narcissistic? Well, what did I look like? What did they say about me? What did I look like? Did you think I looked good at that? It's non-stop about her. They were staring at me, and they touched me, and they did this to me, and they did that to me. She's nuts. Bunny Boiler nuts. This girl is off her rocker, and if you're watching the CBS show only, you are being lied to on a colossal level, worse than Janelle was lied to this week, frankly. Then there is Will, who is just... There's not a whole lot good to say about this guy. He's loyal to nobody in the game. Maybe Ashley right now, maybe Jen right now, but he doesn't see what strategy is right there because he's so know-it-all. Did you know that Will knew? Will is the one that told Willie about the coaches coming into the game? No, he's not. Will takes credit for things after the house has figured it out, and then he'll go, "Oh, I knew about that 3 days ago." No, you didn't. You didn't. You're just taking credit for it. Last night, Janelle said to Will, do you think it'll be a fast forward because they did the halfway party? It made the house start talking about maybe there would be a fast forward. And so Janelle says to Will, "Do you think there'll be a fast forward?" "Oh, yeah, I figured that out last night." No, you didn't. No, he didn't. Anyhow, Will always knows everything before someone said it, and then he's oblivious to this six alliance. And even though he's been told over and over and over and over again, Frank is going to come after you, he says, oh no, Frank would never do that to me. Frank would never do that to me. Whatever. Ashley is just a waste of Big Brother space, and thanks a lot, Robin Cass, for putting her in there. She sits and does nothing. She lies around. She gets drugged up. She says, I'm so confused. She spreads rumors from one place to another, and then she lies around some more. That's her sum total of being in the Big Brother house. Jen, I'm yet to see Jen. I mean, Jen was wallpaper until now. Now all of a sudden she's on the caddy wagon with the Tits Alliance. Will, Ashley, Jen. I can't. If she smarts up and gets a brain, maybe I'll root for her. But right now she believes everything that comes out of Will's mouth, and then she goes and repeats it like it's, you know, somehow gospel. So the Tits Alliance gonna go down in flames. Flames! But first, Joe's gonna pay the price. So Joe's gonna go down, and then bing, 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 the Tits Alliance will go down, and this, you know, the six are gonna start cannibalizing each other. Brittany is now starting to pull back on the Janelle bashing because she's played this game before and it's not her first go around, and she knows darn well that when she heard the crowd response, oh, they screwed up. Yup, you did. You sent out somebody who wasn't voting against you, wasn't voting against Dan, and wanted to get out the big threat, Frank, who is proving to be the guy who's going to win this game. You did it, Brittany, but now you want to not bash her so much so that fans don't hate you anymore. Little too late for that, in my opinion. Who do I like? Okay, I like Ian. I'm hoping that he does not get too muddled down in Brittany land. I would love to see Dan and Ian in the final two. That would be of what's left in this house, Dan and Ian for me would be okay of final two. Anything other than that, and I'm going to be like, eh. Frank is great when he's not so cocky. When he's being a cocky jackass, I can't stand to watch him. But he has moments where he's real genuine and kind, and I think that's the real Frank. That's the Frank that's probably not in the house. You know, he is out of the house, but around Boogie, I can't. And what is the deal with Boogie's jealousy of Janelle? He voted Janelle out for Will and Aaron. Are you kidding me? Look, Will cheated on his girlfriend. Janelle, whatever they did is their business. And now you're going to avenge Aaron 7 years later on national television? Betcha she just loved you bringing that one up. Great job, Boogie. Alright, so now the paranoia sets in. Did they send the wrong person out? Did America hate them for doing it? Yada, yada. And we'll see who Boogie and Frank are already talking about going back on the 6, and then they switch back and forth. Looks like Boogie is going to protect Dan for a while. I kind of want to see that happen because I want Dan to be in the finals with Ian, and then I want Ian to win. Alright, that's Dinah's Diary Room. Bye.